ETH, we start with daily chart, and if we refer to our analysis, since the price was within here, we had these lines. We mentioned we're looking for the reversal. We discussed about this zone, okay, and this is what we get. And now we're looking to break out of the all-time high. Anyway, we want to see what we have been looking for. And if we refer to our analysis based on monthly with the breakout of the all-time high, I mentioned I'm looking for 6.1 following by 7.8. The main targets we have been looking for is 7.8. That means at this point, we are looking to see the breakout of the all-time high. Okay, whether we should look for buy or not, we can look for flag as long as the price is below all-time high based on lower time frame anyway. And even if we move to weekly chart, we had this correction. This is what we have been looking for. And I mentioned this is the expanding flat. And since the price was in here, I mentioned we can expect the price retest to break this low. And exactly this is what we get. Okay. Anyway, as long as the price is below all-time high, for those traders who get the trade for buy within this range, at least book some profit. Mostly we're looking to see the breakout of the all-time high. We are not looking for the reversal, even we have a divergence. The only thing is if anyone wants to look for buy, mostly based on lower time frame, they should look for the flag. I don't see any trade setup for buy. And if we move to daily chart with the breakout of 4.8 before the price retest 6.1, I'm looking at 5.5660. We want to see how sharp the price can break this one. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, the main targets we are looking for is 7.8. Okay, then the only thing is how we can look for trade. First of all, at this point I prefer to manage my trades and to see the breakout of the all-time high before I look for the next trade setup, because we don't want to buy at the all-time high. Then it turns to a deeper correction. And as I mentioned, we are not expecting for the correction. We're looking for the continuation and breakout of the all-time high. And especially if anyone get the trade for buy from this correction, at least move the stop loss to break even. Okay, because we have a divergence. Anyway, we're looking for the continuation. And at this point, any divergence, we can expect to see the correction like a flag before we see the next move. And even at this point, I don't see any trade setup. And if I move to 1 hour chart, similar explanation. Okay, and as I mentioned at this point, I'm not really interested to look for new trade setup, because the only thing is we're looking to see the breakout of the all-time high. If I move to monthly chart, all right, this is what we're looking for. Monthly chart is somewhere around 4.8, 4.9, all-time high. That's mean at this point, we only try to book our profits. Anyway, with the breakout of the all-time high, we're looking for 6.1 or at least the 7.8. This is the targets at least I'm looking for. 6.1 will confirm how sharp the next continuation will be, or whether we can expect for the DP correction or not after the breakout of the all-time high. And we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.